So what you're telling me is that you can actually be too crabby?
You know that there is a crab limit,
Really?
or before the before you start just going full red
Whoa.
shelled.
Is it a hard crab limit, or is it like, do
Yeah.
you have any wiggle room?
It's negotiable. You always try to extend it as far as it can go. But like,
Oh, clearly everything I learned in biology was a lie.
yeah.
Wow. Steven Hillenberg, I let you down. Sorry, man. I will do better. Well, fortunately for you, and for the rest of us out here, you can never have too much playlist. And yeah, it is expert playlist right now. It's episode
It is.
166, not to be confused with the Order
Whoa.
66 or the Mark of the Beast. We're fortunately 500 marks away, so we got some wiggle room there before our heel turn.
Yes, we have some
Yeah,
time. Mhm.
and well,
Stay a while
name this
and
episode
enjoy our
the
wares.
penalties of interference.
Interference. Today's our last interference, isn't it?
Yes, timeline wise and quite canonically, this is our last night of interference. We have no idea what lies ahead or what lies before us tonight. How are you feeling about that?
Um, I don't know how I feel. I feel like we're gonna reach the end of like our relationship with Eris. I mean, no, not really. We're not. She's gonna be around, but like, I feel like we're not gonna get to chill with her as much.
Have
You know?
our weekly Eris drops.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
you know, I figure she's just trying to figure out whom she can bum a ride from to Europa, because we kind of took her ship in the Taken King and crashed it into the side of the dreadnought.
Mm.
Uh,
We
I
did
don't
do that.
I don't
That is
remember any
true.
part of that ending or Rise of Iron's ending where we like gave Eris a new ship. I mean, she does freely teleport.
Mm,
You know, she just does some crazy incantation and just teleports herself places these days. But I don't know the logistics of that spell, but something tells me she can only do it to places she's been. So she may just need to like bum a ride to Europa. I think she'll probably spend like the delay. You know, like you see the inside of the Drifter's ship. Ain't nobody fitting in that thing. That's like a that is a clear one seater, and every other inch of the interior of that thing is like random junk. Like he's like the ultimate hoarder. I'm just saying. No, this is a challenging time for
yes.
Eris. Is what I'm saying. I may have her hands full.
Yeah, she does have her hands full, for sure. Um,
What you doing
yeah.
out there?
Well, in the tower. I just gave Ada one my I don't know,
The bow frame
quest.
with the radiant, with the
And
radiant energy.
y
Oh,
yes, and she did something to it, and now it's okay for me to go forge it, I
really?
guess.
Would you like
Hmm.
to Would you like me to accompany you to this forge while we get into the goings
Yes.
on of the world?
Yeah, that would be
All right.
quite nice, actually, if you would accompany me
Hey,
on
I
this
stand with
quest.
Foi Gabriel.
Stay a while and enjoy our wares.
What are you up to now? Are you just in orbit?
You know, doing the usual Destiny pre-play prep where you run in giant
Mm.
circles and pick up bounties for the session ahead. You know, there's some dude
Mm.
standing in the drifters area who's doing the. I mean, the only way I can describe this is remember Chappelle's show? Remember how
Yeah.
in every single party scene or scene where people are dancing, or any basically any party scene, where there was always this
Hmm.
dude just like doing the robot. There's
Yeah.
somebody just like standing in the drifters area, just kind of doing that, and he's committed.
Just
He's
doing the room.
committed. Like he's not even really doing the robot, but he's just like obliviously moving in the same pattern at length. I just it's another day in the
Oh.
tower, you know. I don't even know what else to say besides it's just another day in the tower. That's all I got.
Oh
Oh jeez.
man.
Little does he know he's about to get gift. I really had to stand there for a while and just witness him, you know.
Witness
Oh,
me.
you did get the reference. Nice. I,
Yeah.
I took a second and wondered if that was too obtuse, but I didn't want to let it go.
No, I love I think Fury Road has some of the most quotable characters.
It does.
Like,
I agree.
sometimes I'm just like, I'm feeling, shiny and chrome.
Just becomes part of your vocabulary after a while. You know.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you're ready, send me an invite. I'm just walking around in big circles.
All right.
Went to my postmaster. There's a lot of hard decisions to be made in there that I don't feel like making right now. There's a lot of legendaries, just like, and I'm like they all have good perks, and I'm just like, this would easily tack on another 5 minutes to my tower time. I think I'll just do this later.
Yeah.
Too
I
too
feel
many
that
too many good
for
perks
sure.
out there. You know, look in your vault and you have like
Checking.
everything. There's
You
like
have
three umbral
everything.
engrams at the postmaster, a primary shotgun, a
Uh,
secondary shotgun, a gauntlet that I need. Y'all just making life harder.
that is definitely
This
too
Hollow
much
Words has
to
Lead
figure
from
out.
Gold, Unrelenting, and Backup Plan on it. I can't just indiscriminately
I keep
delete that.
trying.
I can't do it. Hmm?
I keep trying to get. Yesterday, just kept trying to get a 1054 Hollow Word. I mean, not Hollow Words. False Promises, and it was just not popping.
Oh,
I kept getting Hollow Words. I had like four
I noticed
Hollow
that.
Words.
Well, I mean, but now you have like a bunch of hollow words to infuse into other things. You know, you got some infusion bait,
Yeah, sure.
a little bit of silver lining there. I know it's no replacement, but it's just a pinch. They salt bathe the silver lining onto you. It got a little bit everywhere, but it was
Yes.
undeniably, stylish.
Yes, true.
I'm trying. I'm pulling here. I'm pulling for some of that delicious optimism. Hey, what's this?
Delicious
Delicious.
optimism. All right. I'm gonna go to orbit now.
Ooh,
I think I got everything I need.
1053
Oh, wait,
old
right on.
fashioned. Hello. That's high for me,
Alright.
okay? I know you're up there in like the mid 1050s, but you know, for us little people, it's a very adequate drop. I'm proud of it.
That's a good
It
drop.
is. Excuse me. I had to inhale there for a second. Sorry. What? Something to say over there? Hmm?
Oh. Yeah, that's all. You know, your god rolls, and you got your your exotics,
I do.
and you got
Mm-hmm.
your your cool armor and such. I
Oh,
was
my
just
armor's
doing
cool, is
reckoning,
it?
and it was like a straight up warlock gang. It was so cool. We totally destroyed that. Like somebody had like a well of
Oh, wow.
radiance, and I had arc souls. Somebody else was a dawn blade. It was awesome.
While it is no,
I think we got
while
an
it is no
achievement.
surprise to me at all that Team Nerfs was able to successfully body the reckoning, I will also congratulate you on your accomplishments.
Oh, thank you.
Hashtag Team Nerfs. All,
Hashtag
all
warlock gang.
hashtag Warlock Gang. Hashtag Warlocks need nerfs. Hashtag
Yeah.
Hotfix.
No, they don't.
Hashtag
They
Twab.
do not need nerfs. Oh, no, there doesn't need to be any hot fix for the warlocks. You know, we just unite and do amazing things together. That's all. That's all.
Sorry, I believe you though. I believe you.
What?
I believe every word. That's why you're still laughing.
It was cool. I don't think I've ever been in like an all warlock
And you like
game
had the
before.
benefits of every type.
Usually,
You had a Radiance Warlock,
yeah,
an Arc Soul Warlock.
it was awesome. Yes, and we were like, it was like Arc Souls, Radiance, Dawn
Good lord.
Blade. It was just so cool. Nova Bomb. It was just
Nerfs.
ridiculous.
You forgot that part. Let it be known. Let it be known. Four Warlocks. Unstoppable.
Yeah, you know,
Ice Gandalf.
it's a, I scan.
This is even her final form.
That's gonna be hysterical. This isn't even my final form. That is right. Not even my final form.
I'm just gonna type a hashtag nerfs into the chat. There we go.
No! Not need any nerfs. Not need any nerfs around here.
What? That's not the sound of typing on a mechanical keyboard. I don't know what you're talking about. No?
It's not?
Who told you that?
That's what it sounds like, though.
Well, I will admit that my awesome keyboard may need some nerfs, but that's as far as I'll go. Shout outs to the Nose Gang.
Do the
So
nose
this is
scan.
the yes. So this is the really weird and tricky forge. I'm gonna go down on the left side. What are you gonna be doing, Boo? You gonna
Okay.
be bomb? You gonna be bomb
Uh,
generating, or you gonna be bomb throwing? You got to choose a role at this
No,
forge.
I'm
No,
gonna
I'm saying you have to choose a role at this forge because
throw.
the areas where the enemies.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
throw a
so I
bomb.
will chuck bombs up to you, and you will hit the forge because I'm down. I'm already down on the left side, making moves.
Okay.
This is silly. I may need to put on the worm husk crown for this. Maybe switch the way of the wraith. Nah, I won't do that. Where the hell is my worm husk crown? Fuck! I do not use the worm husk crown. Oops. I'm annoyed. That's all. I forgot. I'm not playing as you. Ah! Your hunter has the worm husk crown, and I guess I got used to having it. My hunter is not equipped with that.
I
Yeah.
see.
The worm husk crown, it's a helmet that gives you health when you dodge. It gives you health and a shield bump whenever you dodge. Very popular in PvP. It did get nerfed a bit though because of its PvP popularity, like many things. So, what's running? What's down? And what's running down? I feel like we've got a nice got a nice selection of topics to topically topic about, including the implosion of well, I think that video I sent you earlier speaks for itself. I couldn't not share that with you. I laughed and it was out loud.
Yes, apparently. Chinese audiences were not down with Mulan.
I remember, I remember, and not in an I told you so kind of way, but I remember after we saw the movie, one of my first impressions was that it seemed to be going a little bit out of its way to be, kind of pander in that very specific way.
A little bit.
To Chinese audiences. I felt that way on our first viewing, and it's very interesting to see that so did many Chinese moviegoers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny that, like, even Scott Mendelson, who is generally infamous at Forbes for his agreeability, he's usually devil's advocate for a lot of, I guess you could say, initiatives. And even he was like, yeah, they kind of transformed her into, like, a Jedi. He's like, they basically turned her into, like, a superhero slash Jedi. Who's just, not allowed to use her powers. And I could see that among other things, that's definitely a takeaway. That many, like, even like when I, the night after, when you sit down and think about things. Yeah, they kind of did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in avoiding or in trying to avoid a pothole, they basically drove off a cliff. As far as her characterization.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is that I don't think it was necessary.
No, actually. I mean, I feel like she had a great foil and counter part in The Witch, believe it or not. I felt like the witch was one of the more memorable things about the film. Like she looked interesting. She had an interesting backstory that on a practical and narrative sense, contrasted with Mulan's plight because she used her powers and was completely ostracized for it and walked down an evil path. And by the end of the movie, she sees Mulan using her power and still being good, and that causes a turn in her that makes her help Mulan in the end. I actually thought that was pretty interesting, as far as additions go.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit apparently they were not happy with the historical inaccuracies and again just not satisfied with Mulan's character. Even though I find it interesting that as far as their complaints went, her being too westernized was a complaint that Chinese audiences had with the original one, and they had the same complaint with this one. So it's like, I don't know, man. Damned if you do and don't, I suppose. Now, I don't know what the perfect balance of Mulan
and I mean,
is.
they went out of their way. Even with the director they chose, like the director is known for, like, she goes into communities and like immerses herself in them. Like that's why they chose her, because they wanted someone who would take the culture seriously, who would get in there and really.
Wow, then what were her notes? Like, what were her guidelines then? Because they said somehow they were somehow audiences still kind of took umbrage with the portrayal.
That's so sad. That is rather unfortunate, I believe.
It's a shame it had to go down like that,
Yeah. Mulan is like cursed.
It must be. I mean, we will hashtag never forget Mushu, We understand, but we will hashtag never forget Mushu. But
Never forget.
it always goes back to, I guess, that old adage, right? Do what you want. You got to make what you want. Don't make it for the sake of pleasing people, because if you try to make something for everyone,
there's always gonna be.
you end up making it for no one.
Yeah. For no.
And those people you were trying to please are still gonna be unhappy. Heyo.
Right. Yay.
Forward booty. There's another one of your weekly achievements right there too.
Forge.
I made nothing but friends along the way, but I am satisfied with that. Hello, sir. What? Oh, well, I guess not.
Yeah, so that is unfortunate. I kind of feel like this movie had a really rough start and finish, I guess.
Yeah, it's a shame that it seemed to just be this like flaming dumpster fire of controversy, no matter where it released. Just I don't know, man. Maybe the live action remakes are maybe they're just cursed.
It just kind of annoyed me, or it still annoys me. What should we do next? Should we do interference?
You unlocked it? Holy crap, you got enough traces for that madness? Good for you. Okay, well.
Reckoning.
All right. Show off.
So I don't know. it's just
Let me
really important.
let me switch
Unfortunate.
characters. I thought you were gonna need some, so that's why I was playing as my hunter. My hunter still needs some love there, but let me switch to my titan,
Mm,
where the interference is pending.
okay. Afterwards, maybe we can do. I still need some help with Iron Banana.
Banana. Really? So do I,
Mhm.
because I cannot be like you. I mean, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I have to be more like you because I'm leaving these pinnacles on the table. All right. It's affecting my health. Okay, and all these
Mhm.
Iron Banner bounties award pinnacle gear. Okay, we gotta follow the We gotta follow
They
the
do.
Gabriel method of not leaving your pinnacles on the table. So I am more than happy to do some bananas.
Yeah. No, your pinnacles, they cannot be
No, no, no.
left on the table under any
Very disrespectful. I
circumstance.
have learned. Very disrespectful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am. I do be down. That is a very obtuse movie reference. Oof. So obtuse, I don't even remember the movie it came
Yeah,
from.
where's that
I don't
from?
even remember what movie it came from.
Wow, you don't
Yeah, like I
remember.
remember the phrase, but oh, I remember it now. It's from Livin' Large. I do be down. It's like
Uh,
what? What you say? No. Mm-mm. Too many. There's too many words, man. This is exactly why we say it the way we do. You just added like 10 syllables to this.
I I do be down.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I do be
Oof.
down. Like, oh, do you?
Okay. Very nice.
The pigeon
All
is in
right.
orbit.
Have you read any of the lore that dropped when you finished
I
the
forgot to,
Nope, that's
and
not
if you
what I
tell
wanted.
me what book it's in, that would help a ton. Because I have not checked any of it yet. I've meant to, but I have not.
Yeah, it is. Hold on, let me check it now. That's not what I meant to do. It is in. Wait, so many menus. Oh, jeez. Um, it is in. It's under the light, and it's the last book on the list. It's Duress and Egress.
Durus and oh wow, Durus and Egress. Love it.
Hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty accurate description of current events.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much breaks down, what we all knew was happening with these four characters with Asher, Sloane, Anna, and Vance. And, as we experienced last time, three out of four of them decided to basically not go anywhere. And if you read this lore, two of them make really weird choices. Like Asher Mir basically goes into the Pyramidion and basically allows himself to become part of it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Become part of it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's the last part with him. He says,
What?
um,
What?
yeah. So he says, you may just read your the last. This is basically what happened after we left.
Sure.
It, yeah, okay. It says, as Atramir watches his assistant ship tear into orbit for the last time, it occurred to him that he had not expressed how truly satisfactory he had found some of their work. He briefly entertained the thought of leaving a letter, but there were others more deserving of his thoughts. And if he worked in descending priority, he might never make it to his assistant, which would defeat the purpose of the exercise completely. Instead, he went to the Pyramidion. The Vexed are not born, yet not created. Desire to understand this conundrum brought Asher to Io. He reasoned that the pyramid, with its alien resources and unknowable power, had likely come for the same purpose. The dark ship sought to take the secrets of the Vex for itself. But Ashermere had already staked his claim, and he was prepared to defend it. He soon stood at the gate of the Pyramidion. The Vex security responded as he knew they would, and he was prepared. He piled their broken corpses on the plates and continued inside. He destroyed the first 100 Vex, then the second. The Minotaur roared into being before he crushed its Radiolarian core with his metal fist. He climbed forward over their glowing limbs, slipped in the cooling brew of their dead fluid. Asher swallowed a mouthful of blood and kept moving. He paused by a whirling gate and watched the aperoidic waves, Oof. Then stepped through the only possible moment. He walked steadily along grids that seemed to bend around him. He hung calmly in a gravitational tourbillon as the ground beneath him flickered and shifted madly. And the Vex began to observe. The corridors of the Pyramidion were lined with glowing red eyes. The metal mannequins thumped dumbly, twitching, shuddering as Asher passed. A familiar area unfolded before him, a cubist sinkhole reeking with the flat-based stench of stale mud and bleach. He looked where the sky should be and found another impossible shape, another fractal contradiction. Far above him, placid in its Penrose vortex, the vast Radiolarian lake lapped gently at the metallic shores. The man reached up to the lake with his metal arm. He then reached with his arm of flesh. He reached with both, and he brought the lake down. That's it.
Wow, the lake is actually there. I am. I am flabbergoosed.
Yeah, so I mean, that kind of sounds like he decided to just go and become part of the
Yeah,
lake.
he's the captain. He went down with the ship. I'm confused though, because I seem to only have half
Hmm.
of duress and egress.
Oh,
That's
that's
very
weird.
weird. I've only
Oh,
got half of it, and it seems like I only unlocked the half that had to do with Exodus preparation. I didn't get anything for Exodus evacuation.
hmm.
That's unfortunate. I guess I'll figure out why that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure out why that is. Hmm. Disappointment, he says.
Hmm.
Disappointment. I have a theory as to why, and I think it's because the quest got duplicated on my account for some reason. Yeah, I
Oh,
did
did
the
it?
first half of it as my warlock, and I did the second half of it as my titan. But what I noticed was
Hmm.
when I played as my hunter, the quest was there. Even though all the steps were done, the quest
Oh.
was still there. So
Hmm.
maybe I just need to literally run around a little bit and just hit completed every few loading screens, and then maybe it'll give me the books for it then because it doesn't think I beat it. But I mean,
Yeah,
I've
that's
got the
probably it.
Traveler's Chosen in my freaking hand. Bungie. Bungie!
Bungie.
I will not flip.
Okay, before
My
we go
lid
to
will stay
winter,
secure,
no, don't flip.
as secure as I can keep it during these pressing times.
Before we go visit our
Hmm.
friend Eris, there's one last part I want to share with you, which I think you'll find
Uh oh.
really
Hit me.
funny. So remember when Vance, brother Vance, was like, I will go to the infinite forest and bring hope to the masses. And it's like, but there's no one
Yeah, and like it's
there.
a
It's
simulation, so like,
it's a simulation,
oh,
so
was there a double entendre there that we didn't pick up on?
no. Well, let me just read.
Oh
You're
no.
gonna okay. Okay.
Uh oh.
It says after the Guardian left his sanctum for the last time, Brother Vance collected his few belongings and stepped onto the scorching surface of Mercury. He found the entrance to the infinite forest easily, as though he had practiced the journey endlessly in his mind. Because he had! This time he went through. The forest roared. He was struck by the dizzying void of it. The echoes made no sense. He took his first step into the hallowed place and fell to his knees,
Wow.
vomiting. He struggled with his pack as a tempest beat on his eardrums. He withdrew his infinite simulacrum, impossibly small in this immense space, and with trembling fingers synchronized it to the frequency of the crack in the forest. It tickled like a metronome, and then silence. The forest was sealed. Tentatively, Vance felt his way across the enormous stone he stood on. At the same time, he skipped effortlessly from the stone, as if he had done it so count as if he had done so countless times before. At the same time, he soared. He was moving in every direction, falling, laughing, singing, down every path, into every reality, spreading his message of hope. And the original, the true Vance, felt his infinite parallels erupt from him. He felt them bear him up as they passed. Thank you, he said wordlessly, unable to breathe from joy, and felt 100,000 touches of
Hmm.
reassurance. He found he was weeping.
Hmm.
There, in a swirl of golden echoes, Brother Vance lifted his voice and began the song. Some hope for his own voice dazzling him from behind it. The future, it continued. Vance stepped toward it. He recognized the feel of his own cloak and his hands around its throat. Its hand twisted, turning cold and sharp beneath his hand. It threw Vance on his back, but he held on. He pushed his hand up the thing's face under its blindfold and dug in with his thumbs. It howled. How unfortunate, Vance thought to himself behind his wide smile, that you still have eyes. That is the end. So Brother Vance went into the infinite forest and sang the Paul
He
McCartney
too is
song
a man of culture.
from
Clearly, he could not find a reality where people liked that song.
yeah, so much so that his own like duplicate self decided to jump him for it.
There's no reality in the infinite forest where hope for the future is well received. Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hope for the future. What? As you can see,
Everything was fine until he started
as you can
singing.
see, he was approached by the brother Vance that was not missing ears, but was missing his eyes. I mean that had his eyes intact. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That tells you. Oh, that tells you so much. Oh.
Did you go back to the tower?
I did. I did. I noticed we were still floating in the vast nothingness of space, and then I realized I didn't pick up my gunsmith bounties. You can invite me now, though. I'm picking them up right now.
Okay.
Today is auto rifle. No, today is scout rifle fusion rocket. Bleh. Scout rifle fusion rifle rocket launcher day.
Okay.
Shout outs to the kind gentleman who did it so you didn't have to. Oh, excuse me. Now you think these bounties are out here just completing themselves.
Thank you. Well, thank you for
Heck
completing
yeah.
my bounties today, dear.
You also had the weekly from Banshee for doing it too. I didn't pick that up for you though, or
Oh.
decrypt your engrams. I left it so you could have an A button fest.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, on my way.
I just sent you an invite. Okay.
That is quite the story. I really enjoyed that. It painted a very vivid picture in my mind of everything that happened. Down to him singing "Hope for the
Do you
Future."
wanna hear? Well, maybe after we're done with this, the Anna one is actually
Like
quite
the
funny.
punchline was.
The Anna
Oh, really?
one is. Yeah. Yeah.
Does she send Bungie an email? She's like, I told you guys to implement anti-darkness in Rasputin. You said you were listening. Now look. I'm telling Azita Cross. This is what happens. I told you this would happen if you didn't implement anti-darkness, and now it's spreading. I had the Guardian do 3 Seraph Towers. We could have cut out the IO one. No. Made the Guardian suffer for a whole season. Wow, this is blighty. Oh. Bit of a blight
Right.
there.
Very bloody. There's a bit of a blight there. Yes.
Oh wow, I already had these weapons equipped. Yeah, see, I knew it was up. That's how I roll. You gotta be.
Nice.
I feel very solid walking around with like every weapon type. It allows for situations like this. There's just enough variation for me to be able to do these weird combinations. They usually fall in line. Sometimes they don't, but usually, yeah. So, rolling into interference today with the Night's Watch for the Scout, the Gnawing Hunger as an auto, and the Truth as my rocket.
Ooh. Oh, the truth. Are you gonna tell it? Are you gonna tell the
Oh
truth?
yes. Oh yes. Everybody's getting concussed today. It's happening. They're gonna learn today. Oh geez, where have I fallen to? What has become of you, Penguin? Oh, okay, there we are.
So there's a. Are you interested in a conspiracy theory that's kind of floating around?
I mean, we are the Destiny community. What do we trade in if not conspiracy theories? Hold on, let me get my spin foil hat.
All right, tell me when you've equipped.
I mean, it's kind of old. No, excuse me. You mean spin foil. Okay, that's a rare commodity, but we will be getting that back when we go to Russia. Because that is the element of the Cosmodrome. Spin foil. That's where we get it from. Yes, alright. My hat is ready. I just equipped it. Well, come on, Voodoo Child. You say, are you ready?
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm ready. Okay. So, have you seen the trailer for the Traveler's Chosen?
I didn't know they did trailers for the seasonal exotics. Are you serious?
Yeah, they
Not
did
a
a trailer
trailer?
for the Traveler's Chosen.
Bungie, can you stop announcing things on
Oh,
Twitter?
the trailer.
Jeez.
Well, they pretty much put out the trailer like the morning the quest became available.
So
You know,
last
they
week
were like,
Tuesday?
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, you know, basically the trailer shows off like all the things,
All the cool shit.
special things
Oh,
you
yeah.
can do with it. Like, yeah, like
Gathering light stacks to 10. Fucking ridiculous.
gathering
I got a full stock off of 5.
light.
And that thing stacks up to 10? Good lord. Go on.
Yeah. You know, and then, they had a whole montage with the Vala saying, faith. It's all we have is our faith. And towards the end of the trailer, if you're eagle-eyed enough, we are shown, by we, I mean, like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 Guardians, are shown transmitting onto the tower, reloading the Traveler's Chosen, and walking up behind Zavala.
You have to be.
Almost like
You have to be eagle-eyed to see all that? Is that like a post-trailer scene, or is it like... That is ridiculous.
It's like the last... It's like the last part.
Wow.
Like, you're supposed to think, oh, someone just, like, landed on the tower.
And reloaded their weapon.
And they're just... And reloaded their weapon. How often do you do that? How often do you reload your weapon?
I'm going to just make a safe bet and say never. At any point, ever. Except during Homecoming.
Right.
And that's because Cabal were just on the field.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't know. Like, it could just be them showing off.
Hell no.
The weapon.
See, that's what people who don't read the lore think.
Because, but it's weird that they chose to do that.
I don't think it's weird.
They chose to show you, or, a bunch of Guardians landing up right on the tower, reloading the Traveler's Chosen, and walking up behind Zavala, who's sitting there, not even looking at you. He's just sitting there, staring into the Traveler like he always is before you look up to him.
I feel like this not only is that terrifying, kind of cool. I feel, though, that this is something that would hit you incredibly hard if you don't read the lore on your guns. And the lore on the Traveler's Chosen is, I mean, if you wanted to do a literal interpretation of the flavor text for the Traveler's Chosen, it's literally Savathun gets in Zavala's cheeks. Like, that is the basic premise of that gun's lore. So I'm upset.
And you know what else?
Like Drake, I'm upset right now. I guess we are going to have to do... It seems like we are going to have to do something to Zavala that I think... I don't want to regret.
Yeah,
but... Wow. Landing on the tower and reloading behind Zavala.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you know what else? You know what I noticed the other day when I was cleaning up my vault? The Traveler's Chosen is the first gun.
Wow, where did you fall? The underworld from Bill and Ted? How long was that drop? Like...
I was trying to float back.
You were
it did not work out.
Alright, listen, it's a floof, not... Oh my god! Excuse me. It's a floof, not a double jump. You can't unfloof.
Guardian down.
Wait, hold up. Oh, I just got an achievement.
What's the achievement?
Completed weekly Gabriel curse. What? Wow. People think I'm joking when I say the curse of Gabriel. No, no, it's ah! It's totally a thing. It comes for us all. It doesn't discriminate either.
Ah!
If it has legs, it will fall. I think that's how it goes.
Well, okay.
But
So
I know, yeah,
here,
you just
the
told me that Traveler's
Traveler's
Chosen is the weapon you're holding at the start of Destiny 2?
yeah. If you kept any of that
Oh,
old
always.
armor, just for like, I kept it because I'm
Always.
sentimental.
You know I was beating people with the
It's the
Kavastov
first.
in Rise of Iron's Crucible. You gotta keep everything.
Mhm. It's the first weapon you get in the game, and of course, the one that I have in my vault can't really be used. You know, it says damaged, but if you read the description for that weapon, it's like, um, it says. I have to
Oh
check.
my
I have to
God.
check it after we kill this ogre.
I think where my brain is doing the connections thing again. I think you're about to
Yeah.
tell me the significance of Savathun's statement when she's like, he hands them a weapon, they do not understand, its meaning.
Yep.
My brain is moving. All right, what are you about to tell me? You can't be dropping bombs and just
Yeah.
acting like there's no fallout. Okay. Oh, you need some help. How did
So
you get back there?
yes,
How are you behind that thing? Revive yourself, girl. I can't get back there. That crazy.
okay. Okay, so that weapon says it's not, you obviously you can't equip it. It's got like you can't do any damage with it. But it says a city-made sidearm built for those chosen by the traveler to become guardians. Very simple, right? So every guardian, essentially,
Then what did he really give us?
who was chosen by the traveler,
Yeah,
like
every guardian. Yeah, that makes sense.
it,
Oh, he's renouncing his faith.
yeah, he's saying, we have to have faith, faith in the traveler. But he just gave us the weapon that's issued to every guardian, basically. It's the first weapon we had in the game, in Destiny 2 at least. And he just gave us that weapon. Like, so he's basically saying, I'm not gonna be using this anymore.
Jessica, why are you still all the way back here? Because of that,
Well, I respawned all the way
you
back there.
crab. No, I'm saying, why are you still all the way back here? I needed a res, girl.
I don't. I can't.
Now I had to do this bridge again and die again. Okay, anyway.
No, I got you. I got you. Oh, you're okay. Oh no, you're all the way back there. Oh, jeez. All right, revive yourself.
Yeah. But wow, yeah. Savathun totally called it because nope. Wouldn't have made that. Did not make that
Yeah.
connection.
We.
The gun is from like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Holy crud. Yeah. She's absolutely right. I did not acknowledge the significance of him handing me that weapon. And damn, Zavala done turned a white into like an exotic. Like he must have had that for a while. Like he did mad quests. Zavala did a
Right.
lot of quests because his became exotic. Clearly, we are centuries off, so I'm glad he kind of he gave us jump started that process. That's ridiculous.
Well,
Oh no, I told you. See? Didn't I tell you? This quest.
Yeah.
This
You
quest was
called
gonna
it, actually.
obliterate Zavala's morale. Oh, Zavala, no. I bet that's the rot that Savathun is pushing into. You know,
Yep,
his
that is
innate
the rock.
faith in the traveler. And she knew it too, because she's like, I'm ready to strangle the voice of his traveler if it tries to speak to him. It's like she saw the wavering faith in him and wanted it to happen because that was her in.
Mhm. Yep.
Like if the traveler spoke to Zavala, he would start believing again.
Right. But it does not. It does not speak to
Oh
him.
man, you see, this is what happens when you don't have a speaker. Like you ain't got
Yep.
anybody to preach
This
that
is what
traveler
happens.
gospel and keep your head in the game. You know, you just become creator agnostic, and then oh man, wow.
Yeah.
To
I.
witness all these pieces coming together like this,
It's crazy. Um.
barrier these nuts.
When I saw it, I was like, wait a
You
minute.
making me want to go in my vault, like right now. You are making me want to just. I'm about to grab my phone and look at look in my vault. Like what? I did not even make that connection. Wow. How do you?
And you know that's
Of
not an
course not.
accident. Like that's not an accident. That's like they the lib and the flavor text on the weapon itself. Like it's it's definitely deliberate. I think. Plus the trailer for the exotic, you know. Yeah, they're showing off all the cool stuff the gun can do. But also, there's a little bit of foreshadowing at the
I
end there,
mean,
I think. Because they didn't have to put Zavala
considering
there.
what they're foreshadowing and
They could have
yeah,
just,
you're right. Yeah, sorry.
yeah. Like, they didn't have to put Zavala there. They could have just had that whole area be empty. Like, why put him back there if he's not doing anything?
And I think that's just it. You know, considering the magnitude of what they're foreshadowing and how they've chosen to do it, I think that is now. I
Yeah.
mean, that just kind of upgrades that little scene for me from, Koi, and that's a genuine. I like that. That's like a genuine fourth wall breaking teaser. Like that. That is what a teaser is supposed to do to your soul.
Guardian down.
Wow.
Hmm. Yeah.
That and I bet for anyone else who's found this out, that the teaser trailer reads less mysterious and more like a foregone conclusion. Because yeah, Zavala just basically handed you his Guardian Club card.
Yeah, and you don't, and I
Guardian
love
down.
oh crap, and I love the whole bit where Sabatun is like, you know, they know not the significance of what
Totally
he's
nailed it.
handing them.
Yeah, nope. I think
Yep.
Bungie was counting on and rightfully assumed that nobody was going to remember the name of a gun they used for less than an hour 3 years ago.
Right,
Wow.
right. I actually found it by accident. I was like, oh, I have too much stuff in my vault. What do I have here that I'm not using? And I was like, wait a minute.
Traveler's Chosen.
What? Yeah,
Oh shit.
damaged. It says. Because it's the gun we had when we got tossed off the Almighty by Gaul.
Wowza.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Guardian down.
Wow. So I guess we're gonna be
But now
running the
it's
Vanguard.
like,
No, I'm kidding. But wow. Oh, nice.
you know, if I'm being like optimistic and realistic about what they're probably gonna do, I would venture that.
Listening.
Ooh, what do you got here?
Ah, you know, my shield. Oh crap.
I would venture that during Beyond Light,
Guardian down.
oof, we're gonna have to like restore his faith in some way.
If we don't
You
have
know,
to body him outright, but yes,
if we don't have to body.
I'm hoping we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, his bubble shield seems quite strong.
I hope we don't
You
have
know,
to
like
body him.
you did 0 hour, okay? You ran through what used to be the Vanguard room, okay? Just about every part of that room that was not Zavala's bubble was gone. Okay,
Yeah.
if my man can survive an entire cabal, you know, silo. I'll have a bit of faith in his constitution. You know, maybe we don't have. I don't know, man, but I'm thinking at least severely and within an inch of his tuchus. All right, I'm gonna get you now. This envoy is getting on my nerves.
Okay.
Wow.
And remember,
Yes.
oh no, I saw that. And remember when, that the Zavala's voice
Lance
actor,
Reddick was in his closet.
and he was
Stuff
recording
is
in
crazy.
his closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. What would he find so crazy? I'm really stretching there, but it's like, what's crazy?
You know.
Yeah.
He said everything short of Zavala's about to be wildin'.
Guardian down.
Jesus.
I got you. I'm sorry. Like when you had thrown down a rift around the same time I used my bubble, so I figured we were both adequately protected enough to, you know, exist. But it took my bubble away. Apologies. Uh oh. Seek the seeker.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The last.
About to go down
The
for
last
real.
interference book.
The last
no.
interference.
Yeah, somebody get Gordon Ramsay in here to talk about this tree. I'm just saying.
Alright, the tree looks about the same as it did last
It's still
time.
turning black.
Let's see. It's still turning black. Yeah, is there
This
anything
tree
else
is so
going on
black.
back here, perhaps?
Sorry. Its roots are dancing.
Its roots are dancing. So black, it's
This tree is so black, its roots watch
getting
roots.
3-pointers.
There's like a fine line of racism and humor that runs through the chicken is so black joke when you're pointing it in that direction. You gotta hit like that fine line. You can't step over it, but there is definitely a small gray area in there.
Tree so black, it's about to drop a mixtape.
Sorry, I fell out of my chair.
What? Are you
Yeah, no,
okay?
I'm good. That was just good. That was. Thank you for that. I'm arguably about to put that on an actual meme, so I don't forget it. All right, Eris.
Mm.
Eris. It's Arbor Day.
Eris, let's.
Are you ready? Are you ready for Black Arbor
I am
Day?
ready. Let us speak.
Arbor. Trees.
I am ready.
Okay.
I will speak to Eris.
This message denotes a continued inevitable movement.
Oh, inertia?
Falling would be a suitable translation, though the outcome here is not necessarily negative. The die is cast. As the light from a distant star takes time to reach our eyes, an event we cannot yet perceive has already...
Oh, you mean the winnowing? So, did
Wait,
Eris
what?
just basically say the darkness version of time is a flat circle?
She did, but that's what she said last week.
Yeah, we just got another option to speak. No, I mean, we just got. Wait. We didn't get the book.
Uh, we didn't get the book.
Luke
Are
Smith!
they waiting to release the book? Oh, this is lame. They're probably waiting to release the last book until the last week of the.
You see?
Of
Now
the,
you
of the
see?
season then.
You see? I told you, Luke Smith.
This is
As-
lame. This
as
is
a-
lame.
As another human being, entrusted with the Lu syllable, I just gotta say, I, he, I feel like a light flute. Okay? Do I have chords? Do I have sheet music?
Yeah,
I don't have sheet music, right?
the-
Then why am
no,
I
you
being
don't have
played?
music.
Okay, Bungie. Okay.
Yeah,
Of all the developments,
I don't
I
like
do have
it.
to admit that not getting the last book 5 weeks early is definitely one of the biggest surprises Destiny has thrown at me. Wow. Okay. It makes sense, but neither of us thought it was gonna go down. Okay. All right. I'm a mixture of pleased and
Yeah.
disappointed by this.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I was expecting something. This is anticlimactic.
You know what though? It single-handedly answered your question though. I mean, now we have reasons to say what up to Eris. Granted, they're not different reasons, but still an engram at the heart of this quest. So if you feel like visiting Eris anytime up until I guess the last or second to last week of Destiny, you still have the option to do it. Wow, Beyond Light comes out 3 days before the Series X. But I don't think the Series X version of it is coming out until next year, like early next year, right? Because the Series
No.
X version is like a few months off from the release. And that I don't mind. I mean, we will be playing it on that, but we will have to wait a bit longer for our 30 extra frames.
That
I mean, yeah, I mean that's what we're waiting for, right? I mean, come on, we're waiting for them extra 30 frames. I don't think we'll be playing it in 8K, even though the system, the console is supposed to be capable of that. I think we're away. Look, I just got a 4K TV. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. I'm not about to get the Samsung Q16. I'm happy with my Q8.
Well, alright. Since we didn't get our lore, um, how about I hit you with the mother
The
lore
oh,
from Anna?
it sounded like you said the mother lore, and I was like, is that like the mother load? Just like,
The
is that like
mother
the lore
lore.
to end
Okay.
all lores? It's like the MOA. It's the mole,
No.
the MOAL, the mother of all lore. No, it's not. Okay.
The
The
more.
no
Or
the
yeah,
more the moral the
the
mole.
more.
Yeah, the MOAL, the mother of all. Yeah, the mother of
The
all
more.
loads of lores. I mean, yeah, like the
Of
Moab.
lore, yes.
You know, the bomb we don't use anymore.
Yes.
I can't believe they called it that. They called it the Moab. Anywho, sure.
The more. That's a
Internet.
terrible name. Okay, so here's what happened
We
with
got 3 minutes
Anna.
left.
You know, okay. It says, as Anna Bray watched the Guardian Sparrow rocket across Hell's Basin for the last time, she saw a confidant who had believed in her when no one else would. That faith, Savella had reminded her, was a bond with more power than all the war minds in the old, all the war mind weapons in the system. It was the promise to go on, an agreement that there was still a future. Jinju had called it reverse salvage. She knew a thing or two about building something from the wreckage of their past. The building was nearly empty. She had sent as much tech to the tower as they could handle, an entire freight vessel's worth packed to bursting. She turned to the large glass window overlooking silent warside camps. There were no cabal. The death buried beneath Mars had quieted. Walker subroutines that could be maintained remotely remained active just in
Hmm.
case. Jinju ran final checks on the gem ship. A dark pyramid looked overhead. An experimental exo-chassis was secured in the ship's cargo hold, one foot in front of the other. So, apparently, there's a... Well, there's... This one's actually less exciting. I'm gonna read you another one and then we can talk about it. There's this other one. It's called Physics. It says, Zavala set down two glasses. He watched Anna's face as she poured velvet-looking liquor and filled them. Her eyes were focused on the grains of his desk, how, to the unobservant, they would fade away into the greater canvas of wood, indistinguishable from each other. The traveler hung behind them, buried in a darkening cloud, part of and apart from the sky. I can't believe we lost, she said.
Hmm.
We are not lost. The fellow pushed the glass toward Anna. I froze. I still don't even know what, if we saved anything, she said. It's not so easy to act in the face of defeat. The prospect of a future is something we have to keep in
Hmm.
mind. Anna glared at Zavala. Nothing we do is supposed to be easy. Isn't that the point? This is a stress test. And I buckled. Faith, Anna. You remind me when we wrap ourselves in the doubt of past failures. Without you, the city would be ash and rubble more than
Hmm.
once. Anna scooped the glass into her hand. She smelled the liquor, winced, and placed it back on the table. You believed in me. Rasputin was my job. Yes, and he still is. A job for the future, Savannah said, and
Hmm.
sipped his drink. Now we have a new job. Eris needs our support. Tell me everything isn't over. In Cade Pass, I saw the fracturing of the vanguard as a path toward inevitable failure. Still, it has proved impossible to fill his seat. I believed I would be too weak to lead without the balance added by his unique
Hmm.
perspective. As it turns out, his life was about one, but an eternity of choices. Zavala, I don't want. Relax, I'm not offering you a job. Unless you killed Cade. And we've had the wrong man this whole time. If I did, would you forgive me? I'd understand, he said and smiled. Akora told me back when that an object in motion stays in motion. I've always admired the phrase, but I must admit it can be difficult to adhere
Hmm.
to. Anna shook her head. That's just physics. A fundamental aspect of life. He watched Anna's mood lighten as she considered his words. We find the footholds we can, and we make the best step given the ground we have before us. Anna nodded. Whatever happened to Kate's chicken? Zavala sighed. I believe Fate has anointed him as some sort of pigeon lord. Anna's locked jaw melted into a smile. Life does not wait for us, no matter how long we live it. Drink your drink, Zavala chuckled, his glass to his face, before the Lord of Pigeons summons us to attack the pyramids.
The Lord of Pigeons.
Pigeon Lord.
Ah.
Ah, yes, he is the Pigeon Lord.
I like that.
So, we just learned a couple of things here. Um, there was a theory going around that maybe Anna was gonna become the Night Hunter
It
Vanguard.
seemed like a simple choice
Um,
to make because she was a hunter. It seemed like a simple deduction to
yeah.
make. Because she's a hunter. But I get it.
Mhm.
And you know what? What just
Yeah.
popped into my head.
What?
Aside from the fact that Uldren Sov is apparently, you know, on the like if he made like 3 lists, he's obviously on the shortest list, the unlikely list. But, but
Yeah.
I would
He
wager,
is.
and I would say, given the amount of times that we have heard Cade say in no uncertain terms that he would so rather be out in the thick of it than cooped up in the vanguard all day, that taste for adventure, that wanting to be out freaking side. I would say even if Cade
Mhm.
does, I mean, even if Aldrin Sov does end up being like, say, our Cosmodrome vendor, wouldn't that be the perfect place for
Mhm.
a Hunter Vanguard to be anyway? Out in the bleep.
Yes, it would be.
I kind of like that. I mean, we still don't know, but
Mhm. We don't know for sure. Yeah.
we still don't know for sure. But I think there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot in there. I didn't even know that they knew about him wandering around. I had no idea.
Yeah. Word must have gotten back to them because
Yeah, people were seeing him.
as we saw the last, yeah, people were seeing him. So,
What a fun conversation that's gonna be.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking both of them. What a fun conversation that's gonna be to Marasov and to him. That
Oh
shoe is waiting.
man, that's.
That shoe is just waiting.
Mhm.
That shoe is just waiting. Because
Oh
I know she
no.
knows. Like, there's no way that she could not know with everything that she knows. So it's not like she doesn't know that we killed him. Or that we at least contributed to his
Right.
death. Because at the end of the day, we really don't know who
Yeah.
pulled the trigger. But
Iron Banner.
Well, it was either
I
us or
know. I
what's her
know.
face?
But what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, you know, that much I know she knows already. But him becoming part of the Vanguard, if that happens, oh lord. Mm-mm. And, and you know, him not recognizing her, knowing who she is. Just, whew.
Prove you're ready for what comes.
Oh man, that's gonna
That
be
shoe was
nuts.
hanging over us like a street in Compton. Okay? It's gonna drop. What?
Zone A captured. Opponent
These
claims
turns of
zone
phrase,
B.
okay? I don't know where they come from.
You've
That's
lost
happens when you
the
beat English. You know, you get to make the mods. Why?
lead. You're pulling ahead.
When you
Yeah,
beat
you know.
English. I kind of see what you mean. Yeah, like I
You
speak the
captured
English.
zone C. Two
I can
zones
invent
are
words
yours.
now.
Shown
Zone A
some
lost.
mastery of the English at times. Certain parts of the English. Oh God, what did y'all just get hit with? That was a Jotun, wasn't it? It's a fucking Jotun! Oh my God!
Captured. Zone
Run!
advantage is yours.
Run for your life! They're slinging Jotuns around the corner. I'm not staying here for this. This is some silliness. Some foolishness. Oh, I'm about to have a fight at Zone A. Or not. I mean, you can kill them. It's all good.
I got one
I
of them.
appreciate you. Uh-oh. Okay, so they've got A. We've got A and C. They're a bit lacking in the B department.
They've got big.
I may die doing what I'm about to do. Yeah, they're following me up here. I'm trying to take Zone B, but death might be imminent. I'm just chucking that out there. Okay.
You
The hunt
captured
is on.
zone B. They hear the howls.
That was
no
not.
fear.
Yeah. Somebody tried to kill. Like somebody killed both of us with a grenade.
And
launcher.
himself.
So. And himself. Yeah.
Oh! Wow, he really... What is that he used? Wow, the same gun? Excuse me. That auto rifle buff is too real.
The hunt has ended.
Alright, taking Zone B back
They've fallen further behind
for our
your
message
lead.
board.
Well done. You captured zone B.
Oh. So
claims
did you
zone A.
hear there was a rumor going around
Zone
today?
C captured. Two zones are yours.
A rumor about what?
There was a rumor going around today
Mm-hmm.
that Microsoft was working on a. Well, apparently Microsoft is spending a lot of money on something. And
What's it related to?
it's. Well, there was some speculation going around that they were in talks to buy Bungie.
Again?
Zone
Didn't we
Yes.
try that like 20 years ago?
Again.
Like literally 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Microsoft bought Bungie?
The scuttlebutt was that the talks had fallen through because Bungie wanted too much money.
Wow. Wow.
now,
Wow.
now.
Wow.
C lost.
I mean, that's just really funny to me because, like I said, the historical precedent of it. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have a pretty gangbusters. What the fuck? All right, there's a shadow shot over here. They do have a pretty gangbusters deal when it comes to Destiny being on Game Pass. I mean, I will admit that right away.
Yeah, that is really
How'd you-
cool.
Tell me you didn't see that shadow shot on the ground, sir.
The hunt is over.
Like, I was staying back for that reason. He shot a trap in front of me. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to go up there. And then this other dude just runs around the corner and runs into it. Love it. Anywho,
Uh-oh.
Wow. What do you think will come of this? You think it's actually
Well,
something that can happen?
it
I
has
mean, it's not
been
like Bungie's not.
it has been flatly
Of course.
denied by Bungie. Okay, but there is they are spending a lot. There's
Opponent claims zone C.
confirmed
The flames are lit,
um
and you are the prey.
spending of
They
a
took
large
the lead.
amount of money
Show them that
to
was
do
listening.
something,
5 minutes remain.
which is not their TikTok deal.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Yeah, apparently they sold to Oracle instead. Or they are in talks with Oracle instead.
They're in talks with Oracle. Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Another hunt will
Don't pick the
come
entity with bottomless pockets. Sure. Go with the startup.
You
The
captured
Oracle's
Zone
not
A.
a startup.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
In this field? How much software do you use from Oracle?
I mean, yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Not
I meant like this.
much.
I meant the company with like more tenure in the software development, arena.
Hmm.
But wow. But yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is or what it could be.
Yeah. Rather interesting.
I don't know. I was, in the back of my head, I was, in the back of my head, like when you started, because you do this, like, you occasionally talk about news in trailer format. Like while you were building that point up, I was sitting there like, please don't let it be a TikTok alternative. Please don't let it be a TikTok alternative. Like I was just saying that repeatedly in the back of my head. Like, please don't be a TikTok alternative. Like, please let that not be what they're sinking a bunch of
No,
money
we
into.
don't need. Nah.
I will admit that it's significantly better news than what I was expecting, but yeah. Speculation rampant. Flatly deny. Listen, okay? I don't trust you. Okay? You guys left the quote-unquote controlling arm of Microsoft to go to fucking Activision.
3 minutes left.
Okay? And then, once you became fully indie and in control of yourself, then you went and took 100 million from NetEase to develop something. So, I feel like as much as you work towards your best interests, you also have this just insatiable need to anchor yourself to ridiculousness, despite, what you may say in polite company and how we all know you actually feel.
Yeah.
You guys still tend to, like, aim squarely at your big toe when it comes to certain things. I'm just saying, that's something I've noticed.
You know what it's like? It's like a wife. Like, it's like the wife of, like, a very rich man who, like, gets constantly cheated on. And it's always like, I'm gonna leave him. But she never does.
Ass. That's true. Or she just, leaves him for another inattentive rich guy. Like the archetype is what
Right,
she's on,
okay.
right? Like he has to be rich and he has to be
Right.
inattentive and make her feel not wanted. Like if that combination of things isn't in place,
Right,
she's just not
exactly.
attracted. Like he's rich and attentive. Okay, I'm bored.
Ah! Jotun.
Yeah, there's some of those out there. You gotta come at it either side, bro. I mean, stay there if you want, but thank you. It's like you gotta come out eventually. Knuckleheads. Balls.
1 minute remains.
Anyone's game, really.
You're pulling ahead.
I gotta say,
Zone A lost.
Joker is so right.
Opponent pulled
I'm not being salty about it, but Joker is so
Yeah.
right. Yeah. You know, with
What about?
the way people complain about the meta weapons, or rather the ritual, the pinnacle weapons, has less to do with the archetype being domineering and more to do with the fact that the weapon is hard to acquire, so they can't get in on the unbalanced shenanigans like everybody else. But noticeably, I have not heard anything about the damn auto rifle buff
Victory
that
is
has everybody in PvP using auto rifles more than they ever have before. Don't hear anybody complaining about the auto rifle nerf. You know why? Because everybody has access to auto rifles. I've been getting cut up by so many
Yeah.
forward path, gnawing hungers, Suros regimes, hard lights. Like, every auto rifle you can think of, I have seen in the Crucible constantly. This auto rifle buff was real because it is that serious. Like, I'm getting outshot by every time I try to use a scout or a pulse judiciously, I get cut up by auto rifles. But surprisingly, interestingly enough, nobody on Reddit's complaining about this auto rifle buff, even though the meta has clearly shifted towards a lot of auto rifle use. Fact.
Yeah.
That
True.
was just my mini. Again, this is the kosher salt, okay? It's not the table salt, all right? I'm just saying. The buff
Just
the buff
saying.
bias is real. We're living it. We're living the buff bias.
I feel you.
I'm just saying. Sorry, I had to get that out there because there's just a whole lot of auto rifles in the Crucible right now. Again, I'm not salty.
Yeah.
Just
In
slightly
fact, I was
disappointed.
using.
Hypocrites. Shoot. Reddit creatures. Creature-ass creatures. What? Stop silently
Creature-ass.
judging me. I can hear you. I can hear you judging me. Oh,
I'm not
I can hear
judging you.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I
Yeah,
am
and I'm not equipping the Actium War Rig in sweet business for this next match. What? I'm not.
Oh,
Nope.
you're not. Okay. Okay.
What am I, some kind of monster? You think I'm just gonna equip a chest armor that steadily reloads your auto rifle and machine gun from its reserves, and equip an exotic auto rifle that I've masterworked with 100 magazine? I mean, I'm not a monster.
Yeah, because you're not the kind of person that would do that. I mean,
It's
that's
just,
just
yeah, it's just crazy. It's just silly. Who would do that? Hey, do you know the masterwork for sweet business greatly reduces your flinch while the barrel is spinning?
no, I didn't know.
Excuse me, jeez. Oh man. What? Sometimes you gotta clear out the evil laugh pipe.
Let a new chapter commence.
Prevent blockage.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I do
Maniacal
that.
laugh pipe. You gotta every now and then.
You captured Zone A.
Listen,
Opponent claimed Zone C.
You think it's not loud, but it is. I can hear I can hear you judging me. I feel a little bit judged.
Opponent
It's
claimed
okay. I feel
Zone
attacked. A little
You
bit.
feel attacked? Okay. Well, I was not attacking you. I was just laughing at your joke.
That's exactly what it was. Just humor. That's the official story.
Yeah, just humor.
Of a humorous sort.
So,
What's up?
did you hear
Zone B
about
captured.
Scott
You
Pilgrim?
have the advantage.
How they're
Press on.
re-releasing it soon? Yeah, I did. We talked about that on
Yeah.
during bonus. Remember? Yeah.
We did?
I brought it up too. Yeah, because remember we talked about that, and then I forgot
Okay.
what else we talked about. But yeah, we totally did. Yeah. I mean, feel free. I love the news. I think it's great. I mean, I feel like remember because I told you they lost the license for the game before the DLC.
Zone C captured.
Oh, yeah,
Zone
no, we talked about
advantage
that
is
yesterday,
yours.
not on stream, cheeks.
No, like I said, feel free. Like I
Well, you know,
Zone
it's
C
coming.
lost.
anything
It is
special about it?
coming.
You captured Zone A.
Bradley,
You have
I'm,
the advantage. Press on.
no details yet. But I noticed that when Bradley O'Malley tweeted about it, plenty of people were rightfully asking
Zone B
whether it was
lost.
coming as a physical release. as well.
Yeah. Because you better believe that's how I'm gonna get it, if it is.
Yeah. And he thanked everyone for being so insistent all this
That's
time.
two.
That's
All
hilarious.
of you together.
And then he was like, now
Oh
get
yeah,
out.
yeah. I remember you told me that
You
part.
lost the lead.
Like, all right, now stop lingering on my front porch, you heathens.
Zone B. 2 zones are yours.
I need to let you know that I cleared out Zone B by holding down the trigger for Sweet Business for like literally like 6 seconds. The magazine is 150 and the vest just keeps refilling it.
Zone A lost.
So this guy really tried to have a cover war with me and I just kept firing at the spot where he was last. And he just eventually just killed himself. Like, I wouldn't peek over a wall of bullets. This is the kind of hubris that, you know, Guardians eventually get after, what does it say, you know, after a couple hundred deaths. You just stop thinking about it the same way. It's like, yeah, but I mean, come on, bro. I'm pretty sure that no matter how many times you get revived, getting your face chewed off by bullets is not a pleasant experience. You want to like replicate.
Yeah, you know, it's really funny.
You captured Zone
I can't.
The flames
Sometimes
are
I can't help
Let
but
the
thinking
wolves
of
hunt.
Destiny as like real life, like situations. Like imagine death being a joke.
Does your ghost still like delete your old self? Helpfully, or do we just have like bodies all over the planet? I feel like it's a good question. You know.
I feel like your body, your
captured
ghost
Zone C.
deletes
Okay,
your old
okay.
self.
Then yeah, that sounds awesome and not at all smelly.
So, yeah, because otherwise you just have dead bodies.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
Like,
That guy around the
literally.
corner has half a shield, full health. He's probably regened. I'm gonna run over to you to help out with the B effort.
Opponent claimed Zone
You
A.
killed him with an arc soul.
5 minutes remain.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Mm.
I love it.
Yeah, hello.
You captured
I told you I was
Zone
coming to help with the B effort. You know.
Oh, I thought you were gonna help. Oh, I just got it.
You just got what?
Oh, you said the B
Zone
effort.
C
I thought you were making like a
captured
Beyonce
Zone
joke.
A. Zone
That was
advantage
Beyonce
is
dancing.
yours. Zone B lost.
Oh, you weren't.
Lucian EXE has stopped responding.
Ah, golden gun.
Please press Control Alt Delete
I thought
Two.
that.
to restart. Nah, that's deep. Wow. Yeah. No. Nope, but my mind is still blown anyway. That's actually
You
pretty
captured
awesome.
Zone C. You have the advantage. Press on.
Just froze me up, huh?
Lost.
They didn't get through that one in QA. Holy fuck. Oh, okay. Gnawing hunger and... What is that thing? It sounds like the guy is using the crimson.
Zone C lost.
Like
The
that
hunt
gun
is
sounds like the crimson. I think that's what it is.
Fight well.
Yeah, it is the Crimson. He
Yeah.
just got me with it.
Only burst firing hand cannon in the game that sounds like that. Because pulse rifles generally sound like they're whispering to you about something. Even the last... No, not the last word. What's it called? Last Hope. There we go. Even the Last Hope
Hunt has ended.
doesn't sound like that.
Minutes left.
Very, very distinct noise. Oh, really? One of many things that, you know, makes me appreciate and love the work that Bungie puts into their weapon design and that stood out like a sore thumb in Anthem is like all of the exotics sound very distinct to the point where you can tell what they are by listening to the sound it makes when it fires. True story. Like, that's how I know. That's how I figure out how appropriate it is in a situation to run from something. You hear people getting killed by a thorn. You know, you'll think twice. You know, if it sounds like a crimson, okay, whatever. If it sounds like the jade rabbit, okay, maybe I can have a chance here. Yeah, I mean, you hear them enough, it's like, oh shit, no. You know, like when people do their supers. You hear the hammer hit the forge when a Titan pops his super. You hear lightning strike when a Warlock does, or the from a Nova Bomb. You know, the of a hunter activating gunslinger. The sound of an arrow being shot. Like, all of that stuff is very unique and distinct. And kudos to the Bungie, you know, to the sound team for, you know, putting forth that extra bit of effort, because now we know what it's like when someone doesn't.
Yes.
Just what makes this weapon better than the other one?
You know.
How is this different? How does it look or sound or feel? Is it the same weapon with a different color on it?
Appreciated. Feel like, if anything, Anthem made us appreciate.
Anthem made Anthem appreciate Destiny, judging by that preliminary inventory screen.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess the mandate to not look at any other to look at any other games in the genre got nixed from the board.
Yeah. I mean, that's recent though. You know, like they made that change very recently. They're just making it more and more like Destiny, which is like fine. At least admit that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's a step in the
Among
right
other
direction.
things, yeah. Like I said, I know that's like a preliminary screen, but I just love that that is one of the first places they went when, you know, going over how they're going to change the horrendous UI that already exists in Anthem. Like, at least they're like, all right, how about a Destiny style one? Like, that's how you come up with your UI. You iterate and you make something and then you add to it and then you trim from it if it doesn't work. Like, that's early stage. Like, I can appreciate at least starting with what has been proven to work and saying, okay, how can we make this more Anthem-y? You know, I'm down with that. That's cool. I'm fine. You know, because for all of the bugaboos and, you know, small issues that people have with Destiny's UI at times, the foundation is good. So when Bungie has to change a screen or something around, it's not like they have to do a whole overhaul. You know, a lot of the good pieces are just already there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, crap. Alright. I know saying I'll be right back can sometimes end in orbiting, but I'm literally going to fill a glass with water.
Okay.
I swear! That's all I'm doing! Water!
Alright.
to battle. Opponent claimed Zone A. Zone C captured.
Saved by the drift.
I saw that.
Zone B. Your
You
opponent
were just
pulled
running forward. I'm like, that looks like
Yeah.
drift, but it may work for our advantage.
You have no idea. The drift is real. I told you the drift was real. You know, he's exaggerating. He's using that hyperbolic speech again for emphasis like he usually does. Like, nope, I meant it. This drift is serious. Oh, goodness. Microsoft, please send my controller back. Please. We out here in these streets with drifting controllers. All right, I don't know if you've ever had a drifting controller before, but it doesn't make me better at driving games. I hate to break it to you. It's just that is not, unfortunately, that is not a net positive I can refer to.
You just move forward.
I just do.
Yeah,
I mean, I appreciate metaphorically what it represents, but not functionally.
Zone B captured.
You're not-
Zone advantage
always
is yours.
be
ABD?
drifting.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They're going to call me DK at this rate. No, it does not stand for Donkey Kong, okay? Stop.
Zone B lost.
It's already a joke from that movie. Damn, really? I know most of us put Tokyo Drift in a deep, dark place, but you gotta remember DK, the Drift King? That's what the guy called himself?
Oh.
Like I said,
Yeah.
again, I know
did
many
not
of us
remember that
tried to put that in the
at
deepest,
all.
darkest reaches of our brain because, you know, it was also starring Shad Moss. But, you know.
Shad
Yeah, but, you know, ain't he coming back for the new one?
Zone B captured.
He's
Zone
still alive in the
advantage is
Fast and the
yours.
Furious cinematic universe. He's still alive. He's still canon. Shad Moss is still canon. Sorry, I'm just having way more fun with this than anyone should. Somebody's running towards Zone C if you're over in that direction.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not. I'm in zone A.
Okay. This sweet business idea started as a joke, but now it's proven so hilariously effective that I can't help but do it.
End them. The lead is yours.
You should continue doing it.
Like, it's bad how effective this has been. Also, that Warlock running around with an Arc Soul, his rifts do not create Arc Souls. He's getaway artisting those. I say that so you won't fear his rifts if you run into him, because he just killed me with his, well, his Arc Soul helps him kill me, but everyone else that ran through his rift was not granted one.
Opponent claimed Zone C.
So yeah, so if you see him throw down a rift, just know you're only fighting against his healing.
You captured Zone
And I mean Heeling, okay? Because, dick. Yeah, he's healing.
Healing.
Yeah. Lord. What?
Opponent claimed Zone B.
Yeah, I can do the OC bro thing too. Mm-hmm. Layers. Bars. Bars. That Tuesday, man. Bars.
Oh.
This is hilarious. I mean, you know I'm going to come around the corner with it. That was really good.
Could swing either
They were
way.
waiting for that too.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage.
Oh no.
Press on. Zone C captured.
At least we got the hunt. I was kind of taken down a few
Yeah.
pegs by that kill, so that really brought my morale back up. Don't do it.
Ouch.
Don't come around the corners. Don't trust the corners.
Let the wolves rest.
There's a void rift. There's a rift down at A and an arc soul just sitting around the corner because he doesn't know what bait
Opponent
is.
claimed Zone A. Zone B captured.
Like, you do know I'm pressing you and keeping you in zone A while we take B and C, right? Like, you do realize that's what's happening. And why I'm firing the gun wildly like this. Just immediately aimed into zone A. And locked like 3 people in there.
Opponent claimed Zone C.
Hey, dear. Them stratagems.
Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours.
Nice.
What the heck? Don't do that.
Who killed
I
you?
didn't die. I nearly got Fist of Havoc,
Oh.
but then he died like mid-elbow. So for a good few seconds, I was genuinely confused about what had just happened.
They won't.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, from being burned by a void grenade? Oh, it's a void wall grenade.
Oh no! Ah.
What happened? Did he play his mixtape?
I don't know. I got killed while doing my super, so it canceled
Hopefully,
my
you
super out.
did you save it? Like, did it save your super, or did it just take it away from you?
It just took it
Boo! I
away.
hate that. It's the waste.
Yeah.
In Belgium, they usually say it's the best. You know, it's the best.
The
Yeah.
best. Bold.
Likes your sausage. Just not. Hi. That's not how you get heavy. Just I beat him to death. He had his empty sword equipped. He was ready. He was ready, and then he got beat to death by melees, which is about as ironic as a I'm refilling my sword death you can manage. So I'm actually pretty proud of that. It's okay. You don't have to co-sign it.
You're on the edge of
I'm sorry. I was just
Annihilate.
focused on this warlock who supered, went all the way around
no.
me, and then waited until his
Oh, no.
super ran out. That was just a
What happened
weird
after
choice.
what happened after his jabate did not bait?
I shot
Oof.
him. Like.
It's rough. That's rough.
I don't know what he thought was gonna happen after that.
Clearly, the rumor going around that your super is unlimited as long as you don't use it is not taking very well. I think it's spread too far. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh man, look at that.
Hey! When the last person on your team is still positive, step your game up. It's not skill-based matchmaking anymore, fool. Sorry.
It is not skilled. Yes, that's true. You just said everybody now. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I didn't notice a huge difference, but I heard people were complaining because they were getting hammered.
Because I feel like the same reason you don't notice that is the same reason you don't notice that overall your KD has been consistently up and, you know, getting higher with time because you didn't care about the change and you just saw it as a opportunity to get better. And so you did. You weren't like, okay. It's like, no, all right, whatever. And that should be the reaction, honestly, of anyone. It's like,
Oh,
do
yeah,
you want to
I-
keep dying? No. Then, take a second and think about what's killing you and stop doing that.
As RuPaul would say. Step
Woo!
your pussy up.
Don't they have to put warning labels on hot things before you just... I'm suing. I'm suing for that. I will see you in court, dear. You're supposed to put
See you in
labels
court.
on these turns of phrase, warning labels before you just...
Mhm.
This tea is too hot. I'm suing. Thank you for that.
Iron Banner.
Mhm.
Of course RuPaul said that.
Yeah.
RuPaul is single-handedly the best part of a lot of things.
Right?
There's this like Miley Cyrus rap
Sure.
song. It's kind of terrible.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrible, but its saving
Okay.
grace is the fact that it features RuPaul. And RuPaul's
Yeah, it
verse.
probably made it a whole lot better.
RuPaul's verse.
Armor
Is-
is born to see combat.
I don't have any other word to describe it except
Straight
RuPaul. It's so RuPaul. Good lord. I'll just put it that way. It's
okay.
it's so RuPaul that I don't even know why I was shocked at half of her bars. His bars. RuPaul's bars in that song are just ridiculous. Oh! Pfft. I'm running. I'm sorry, that was... Oh no. The merit of pointing bows around a corner. Bows over Baghdad. Somebody sneaking up on my flank. Yeah, nah, there were too many people around B. I tried, but... Not when the bullets are coming from every side. I just told you the flank.
Oh no.
Zone
I
B
saw you.
captured.
You let that
Zone
dude shoot you in the back of the head.
You told
Yeah, you were right next to me, and I said somebody killed me from the flank.
Oh.
That was your cue to go behind us?
I totally.
Yeah,
totally
that's all good. As long as you know they're there. Hello? No, no,
Yeah.
I was being very coy and ironic by running over to Zone A and saying, hello? Like, where is everybody? When I knew they all had run to the left.
Hello.
Housekeeping?
Flag
keeping?
But now your enemy is complacency.
I said flag keeping. All right, check. Moment of racism.
Oh. I thought you said. Black.
Typical moment of Gabriel
I don't even know
racism.
what that
Check.
is.
Has ended.
Well, you got to get at least one in every stream. I mean, don't
do.
look at me like you. I mean, I don't think you have to, but
Zone B captured.
Well, I'm not trying to fit in any amount of racism in here.
well, if
Yeah,
you're telling me this is effortless, then we may have a bigger problem
Zone
here.
C.
What?
You captured Zone A. Zone advantage.
As much as I love just aiming down the sights of sweet business and walking around, there is a good deal of discretion and slight teamwork that allows for this type of silly behavior.
Zone B lost.
Like, because I'm clearly not watching my own back while I do this.
They're flanking.
Did you say the Lion King?
No, I said they're flanking.
Oh, okay, you said that with a bit of a twang. That syllable totally sounded different to me. I was like, they're flying king. The Lion King? What? That's literally why I said
They are
you
flanking.
had the twang, though. You went full Louisiana on me. First you asked me, you know, first it's are you ready at the tree, and now they're flanking. You know, just hit me with the po' boy buff, and we've covered all the bases. He ran up to that door until he realized he was challenging Sweet Business. Eat a dick. Ah! Eat 2 dicks.
Damn, that's a lot of dicks at the same time.
1 dick. Dick for sale. Sorry, I gotta put it out there. Always be plugging. That is a Jarvis Johnson quote. It's a YouTuber. It's a YouTuber reference. Whenever he plugs his Instagram or social media, he's like, you know me, always be plugging.
Press on.
I see. So, speaking of creators, do you want to hear the least surprising thing I read all day?
Least surprising thing. Hit me.
Yes. So Ninja is back on Twitch.
Oh yeah, I heard about that weeks ago. I mean, I heard that he was, you know, considering making a return. It was weirdly timed considering Dr. Disrespect's ban. But yeah, I figured that was a foregone conclusion. Twitch needs another superstar. Ninja needs another affiliate. I figured that sounded inevitable. Did he just do his first stream back recently, or did you just hear about this?
He tweeted an announcement, like an official, you know, I'm officially a partner, etc. kind of announcement.
Yeah, so you know, usually when you stop using a website,
Don't let your guard down.
you know, unless you just cancel your account, you can generally be certain that at the very least, you know, your old profile is there and you don't have to at least write a new one from scratch or anything, you know, unless you deleted the profile yourself. You know, Twitch was Ninja was actually an affiliate of Twitch for a good while. In fact, one of their largest creators on the site. It would be a shame if Twitch had deleted his profile, you know, when he left. Sure would have been a shame if they had just deleted it all.
Oh, they didn't delete it. Instead, apparently, you know, they redirected it to a bunch of porn. That's what they did, apparently.
3 minutes left.
Yeah.
You captured Zone C. 2 zones are yours. Zone B lost.
I guess we'll see.
They took your lead.
Because going to twitchtv.ninja did not take you to a redirected page. That page was twitchtv/ninja.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't realize.
That's why they kind of made such a big deal out of it when it happened. I was like, really? Going to twitchtv/ninja gets you this? When you look up his profile, you don't see anything anymore? Really? Why? Yeah. That's why it was so weird and so butthurt looking and so odd and unprecedented for them to have done what they did. It's like all he did was accept a mixer contract. Like this looks less like a policy and more like, you know, the machinations of a
kinda...
spurned ex. Yeah. Like a jilted ex.
Yeah. like revenge porn.
It
It was
literally
literally
was
revenge
revenge
porn.
porn. I'm done.
Yeah.
Ah. Why do we not have like? What is? Oh god. Oh god. That's hilarious. That's amazing.
It was. He broke up with
Mm-hmm.
Twitch. And he went exclusive with Mixer, and then they posted revenge porn. They were like, yeah, look at him, and all that dirty stuff.
You say, yeah. And you be like, just shit on my last chick, cause they have what my ex lacks. Like a $20 million contract. But now look, he's back. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I
Jesus.
I know it's like a cringe revival moment, but it has that like
Hmm.
it has that we should never forget this bar lest we repeat it quality to it. You know?
Hmm.
So we have to learn from the sins of our rap fathers.
The sins of our
It
rap
can be
father.
quite a bit of a pickle to deal with.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can go home now. You're drunk.
Go home, Eminem, you're drunk. God, Dad. I hate you, Dad. That is why Titus is one of the most memorable Final Fantasy characters.
Iron Banner.
Like, I hate you, Dad. Oh,
Oh,
what?
look.
What did I miss?
Oh no, I thought. No, it always gets me a little bit when I'm like the center guardian. That means I'm like the highest power level in the team. It looked like it was you for a second. I'm not quite sure.
Young wolves and iron lords to battle.
I noticed
What'd you
something the
notice?
other day.
You
Remember
captured Zone
how
C. Opponent claims Zone A.
in Destiny 2, like vanilla,
Fucking
it was
Jotun.
always you.
You. Sorry. You mean on the opening screen?
Opponent pulled ahead.
It
Yeah.
wasn't. In Destiny 1,
Opponent
it was the
claims
person
Zone
with the
B.
highest light level who would end up in front. Then in Destiny 2, they changed it to just being you. And then after the update, then they
Yeah.
restored it to now it's whoever has the highest light on the team. Like during
Yeah.
Iron Banner, I rarely, if ever, see myself in front. Stop trying to shoot me with the Traveler's Chosen, you ass. Ass. Oh shit, I defeated Black Manta.
That is just
Taking L's even
disrespectful.
outside of your own movie. I'm telling you, Black Manta. Why you name yourself Black Manta? That's like the mantle of L's. Like, are you ready to take all that responsibility on? Do you want to fly off the side of a cliff because you thought you could fight Jason Momoa and live?
Black Manta. Black
He
Manta.
named himself Black
It's
Manta.
black.
Like, what are you doing? Don't do that. Don't name yourself Black
Oh,
Manta.
Jesus.
Wow, he tried to sneak around a corner and Jotun me.
Zone
Yo,
A
dick.
captured 2 zones.
Alright, this is the most silly Harlem Globetrottery ass Jotun using I've ever seen. He's like sliding and trying to fire it, crouching and trying to fire it. Like, there shouldn't be that much effort put into the firing of a weapon. Like, you should just be able to aim it and pull the trigger. Like, what is all of this acrobatic shit?
Zone B captured. Ah, yes. The hunt is on.
Okay, that was funny. That was comical.
Another hunt will come soon.
I don't know. I see what you mean. He's just running around like, ooh, slide.
Yeah, like, firing the Jotun should not be...
Claim Zone A.
It's not that... It's not... It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, the Hadoukens practically follow.
Zone C captured. You have the advantage.
yeah.
Press on.
It's the guy with the crimson again.
Mm. Get this, Teddy. Wake up.
There goes Black Manta again, just...
The
Like,
lead is
Sweet
yours.
Business sounds very distinct. If I was going to capture a zone and I heard nothing but Sweet Business just idly firing itself, I wouldn't run around that corner.
Zone B lost.
But leave it to Black Manta. Just... Hey, I wonder what that is.
Opponent took the lead.
What's that noise?
Zone B
I love
captured.
popcorn.
You have the advantage. Press on.
I just can't.
Zone B lost. Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours. Zone C lost.
Holy Ross. What happened? Oh, Fist of Havoc.
Yeah. I was super ready to shotgun him in the face, but since Titans need nerfs, that was not possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have been different had he been a Warlock with a Nova Bomb or something. Would have turned out completely
5 minutes
differently.
remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, as we all know. It's much easier to counter Fists of Havoc than it is Nova Bomb with a shotgun. Yeah, it's a lot hard. I mean, you know,
I mean,
Yeah,
I could,
yeah, I mean,
shoot you in
yeah.
the face.
especially if the fists miss.
You gotta get
You know, like,
somebody.
you know, because the fist
with
isn't like
Nova
auto
Bomb.
tracking and won't follow you around corners, so you can actually miss Fists of Havoc should you be incurably reckless. You know, I jumped and I'm annoyed that that didn't work. Like, it was gonna work, but I jumped and it ate my input. Because alright, because when you do for the Titans, the forward shield dash is the second hit of an aerial combo,
Zone
but it's
A
the
lost.
third hit if you're on the ground. Like that dash forward at the end. So usually when I'm trying to hit somebody with the shield super, I usually jump, so I only have to get the charge in 2 hits. But just now, when I jumped, it didn't read
I
the
see.
input, I guess, because I ended up getting shat on. Yo, stop that shit. Cut that out.
The hunt
Anyway,
is
yeah, so I ended up doing the 2 hits instead of the 3, and he just stood there and shot me. While you were
I
going
see,
on
okay.
about me needing nerfs. Crab ass crab.
I mean-
Crab
Playing
propaganda.
so-
Crab propaganda. Crab propaganda. Yeah, crab propaganda.
Crap.
3 minutes. Zone B.
Man, I didn't feel like it didn't feel like we were trailing like this. I feel like this just jumped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Zone A captured.
I bet a lot of that went over down at Zone A too, of all places. Very activity heavy spot.
Zone B lost.
We could
Yeah.
take Zone C back.
That is true. Yeah.
People are going to be
I'm
at B, running here from the
Zone
side
C.
bridge, so
2
be
zones are
careful.
yours.
Okay.
Zone A lost.
Damn. He tried to... No. Oh yeah, that's right. He did. Yeah, he did. He thunder crashed and missed. Yeah, be careful around Black Manta. Black Manta has thunder crash. But in true Black Manta form, he did it into the ground in front of me and missed.
Zone advantage is yours.
Like I said, like, there's a brave soul that dons the mantle of L's. Black Manta!
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone A lost.
Oh man. Oh, we were down one person. That's what happened.
Alright. Alright.
Are you gonna do one more? And
Yeah,
then head to the
yeah, that sounds
tower?
good to me.
Okay.
Alright, give me
Alright.
1 sec. Hello!
Oh, hey,
yeah.
you're back. Yeah, returned.
I just went because when I ran in here earlier, before the match, I left the door open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just went over to secure my sound environment, so to speak. Thankfully, you know, it is definitely past bird chirping hours, so it's not too bad, but yeah. Back when my Crete was my Creting, if the lights were on in the living room, there would definitely be a few chirps. Just birds.
No. You know, I found a place that breeds or hatches. Actually, I think it's called a hatchery. On
Iron
Connor.
Banner.
Really? Oh yeah, you told me.
Mhm. It's in New Jersey though, so we'd probably make a day trip out of it.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to see. Oh my gosh.
match has begun. Zone C captured. Opponent claimed Zone A.
Ah. Jeez. Does Joker play on PC?
No, he plays on
right?
Xbox.
Ahead.
He does.
Yeah, he plays on
Oh.
Xbox One.
Every time I see Joker and somebody's username, I'm like,
You don't know his
Joker?
you don't know his gamer tag? You can see it when he posts footage. His gamer tag is Wicked Joker with 2 Ks instead of CK.
Use it to destroy.
Sometimes there's people in his comments that are like, I just played a game with you.
And you were kneeing everyone in the face.
When you weren't fell wintering them. Away from me, you cretin! Fuck!
Zone B captured. 2 zones are...
I'm sorry. This guy just tried to beat me to death with melees in a stairway. I throw a suppression grenade at his feet,
Zone
and then
C
he runs after me. I'm like, get away from me! And I actually killed him, so that was probably that was probably way more embarrassing than it should have been. Because he had like the drop on me, and he totally dropped it. He totally dropped the bag.
You're a strong...
He did not get. He did not. He did not complete the kill, dear. He didn't double tap. See?
Did not double tap.
You captured Zone C. You have the advantage. Press on.
Oh shit. Oh god, it happened again. The funniest thing about that is that I forgot it was an enemy barrier. So I shot through it with my gun,
Like
broke it, and then put my barrier in front of it. So not only were his shots blocked by me, but also by his dead teammate,
Someone else will
who I thanked for the free shield by breaking it.
enjoy the destruction. They've fallen
And
from
then
behind
I will
your
break
lead.
you.
Well done.
Oh boy. Just living a life of clever similes.
Zone A captured. The flames have ignited. Let the wolves
Oh no. There's an invisible person that my gun tracked, so... Also, somebody's firing a hard light at me. It's terrifying. Yeah, like I clearly got killed by one of the reflected shots.
Jeez.
The hunt has ended.
Oh, Black Manta's still here.
Oh shit.
Zone B captured. Zone A captured. Zone
Oh,
advantage.
he just
is
got me
yours.
with
I
the
saw that.
shotgun.
Staggering.
Thank you.
Don't let up.
Thank you for that. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
hon, I peeped that. I'm like, wait a minute, where is this? Oh my goodness. And then when you said Black Manta, I was like, no, it's not Black. Oh, it is Black Manta.
Opponent claims Zone C.
That was good. That was good.
Uh,
Oh, you know I had to avenge you. But Black Manta was the one killing you. Nah, man, you will be avenged.
There will be other. Yes.
Like the game said it and everything. It was like Hector Penguin and Gabriel. Like you damn right. Can't be getting killed by Black Manta out here.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is
Listen,
yours. I'd like to
this
test
sweet
my
business
might against
is
another
just
like you.
the business. I don't know why I have never done this in Iron Banner before.
5 minutes.
Oh, and I have an Arc Soul now? Okay, now I officially need nerfs.
Yep.
This is the Doomsday combination right there. A Titan using Sweet Business and an Arc Soul.
Zone A lost.
The balance the balance did not account for this.
Yours.
Mm-mm. Hot fix this man now.
Titans should not get Arc Souls.
I saw it.
Ah!
The first one barely missed me. I did not think the second one would hit you, though. Okay, it's time to avenge you again. I will avenge you, dear. By Grapthar's hammer. By the sons of Warven.
Appreciate it.
You will be avenged. R.I.P. Alan Rickman. No?
What?
Galaxy Quest. By Grapthar's hammer.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. That alien looked so happy. When he said that to him, he was like, "Ah!" He did that little screech. It was his whole life made in that one moment. Was that the mountaintop? Did
Ridiculous.
you get mountaintop?
It's orange. No, it's a grenade.
That's what the
launcher.
mountaintop is.
We both. Oh, I thought it was the shotgun.
No,
for
it's
some
that
reason.
crazy unbalanced crucible grenade launcher that I will never call a grenade launcher because it fires and hits like a rocket launcher. But no, you said Orowing's Mall.
3 minutes
I like
remain.
Orowing's Mall.
Keep the pressure.
That's
in
the Iron Banana one.
Yeah.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Yeah.
Not okay, all right. At least it was a respectable grenade launcher.
Yes.
I like any grenade launcher that has remote detonation. So that's like right up my alley.
Zone C lost.
I just like holding down R and detonating the grenade when I want. Makes for some really good trick shots. Makes grenade
Captured
launchers really
Zone
fun.
C. 2
I think the
zones are
truth teller's
yours.
like that too.
Zone B lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Fighting Lion is definitely like that. I love that. That's why my Fighting Lion's been masterworked. Like when I was going for the masterwork, that is when I realized the genius of remote detonating grenade launchers. Because I was forced to use the Fighting Lion to do the
Zone
catalyst.
B. Zone advantage is yours.
You have the catalyst for it too, Dia. That is such a fun rocket. I mean, that's such a fun grenade launcher. It will literally sing to you the gospel of grenade launchers as you masterwork it. Guaranteed.
A spirit victory.
Ah! I got killed by a Titan using Sweet Business. He was just whipping it back and forth. I think I struck a nerve on the other team. Because that guy was not using Sweet Business the entire match. Like, I saw the way he died. He was literally just whipping it back and forth, not even aiming at anyone. He just came out like, ah! I was like, all right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh. Alright, we're gonna go to the tower. We are breaking up those teams to find a better match. So good. It's all good. I'm so annoyed. Like, I thought I was gonna get the last chapter of Interference today. And I got nothing.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I feel like in its own really special way that me naming today's episode Interference Penalties was surprisingly, yeah. I am Nostradamus. What? What? That's what today's episode name is.
It's
I
gonna.
named
I
it
bet you.
interference penalties.
Nostradamus.
It's just, I biffed it, man. I went full. All right. I got the almanac.
It's gonna come out
You think the second to last week
the
or
week
last week?
of. Yeah, it's gonna come out the last week probably. Dark.
Hey, they got to save something before the launch, right? I bet like it's probably so heavy that it ties into. It's probably so heavy that it ties into the final moments and the beginning of Beyond Light. Like imagine reading it now and then waiting like 5 weeks, like 5-6 weeks. Like you've diluted the impact of it by then. Like we would
Yeah.
have forgotten about it, or oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Still. Uh, I mean, I get it, but still. Even the interference for like November. Your, your mic went out, by the way.
All right, 1 second.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry, just all sorts of
Hi.
shenanigans exist. But I gotta say,
Always something new.
were I to have reviewed this controller in retrospect, I mean, this controller is going out like a G. I gotta say, the charging port has a short. There's drift on the left analog. The left and right bumpers are scotch taped to it because they're about to fall off. Oh, the rubber grips on the controller have either expanded to the point of comic failure or are about to fall off entirely. And I can still run around and get me a 4KD in Destiny. Craftsmanship. Craftsmanship is what that is. Everything I just described to you.
Yeah.
And I'm still out here just sliding on my butt. Like a dog. Like an itching dog. There's some.
Itching.
There's something to be said about that level of craftsmanship, I gotta say.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. It won't be long before we have a good replacement. Microsoft is on it, they assure me.
Hmm?
I said Microsoft is on it, they assure me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
I did not even ask about the new developments in the elitists. When did you call them?
And the elitist.
Okay,
Last
so
week.
last week they said they were on the ball.
They're like, yeah. I was like, well, what can you do here? They're like, well, we just we're working on it. We just we just don't have one right
And they
now.
couldn't do the
But
refund and just send
we
a new one thing.
no,
That
they
did sound like
can't
a
do
foregone.
that.
Did sound like a Hail Mary of an
So
option. All right.
yeah, yeah. So ETA is
Unknown.
apparently like another
How
two
many?
weeks. Yeah, another 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right.
And then we shall see.
All right. As long as they know that burning over here. Once you go elite, that is an experience you cannot delete. So. I'm just- Thank you.
Very
Thank you.
nice.
As long as they know, I'm feeling it out here in these streets. Hopefully, it will be just 2 weeks. Until then,
Yeah.
I will continue to prove the durability and craftsmanship of the Series 1. We've been riding this train all the way until the bumpers fall off, literally, because looks like I'll have to reapply the scotch tape to the right one. I'm about to just take a
Oh,
picture
jeez.
of this thing and put it on Twitter and just at Microsoft and just thank them. Like, guys, look at this thing. Rest assured, every button still works. All the paddles still work. It's just like physically falling apart. Oh, it's lovely. Any home. Back at the tower.
Mhm.
As we do.
Mhm.
How you feel about today?
As we do. It was fun. Even though, we didn't get the interference we were
We
promised.
did get Blue Lord. Yeah, we did get lore blocked. We did.
I was expecting something a little more than what I got, which was nothing.
I mean, you did get some
Yeah.
pinnacle gear. Don't poop on the fact that complete and interference gets you pinnacle level gear, Mrs. Power Ceiling. All right, you got to set a good example for the rest of us.
Yeah.
I just got a 1055 Temptations hook that is clearly going to go into my falling guillotine. But, it's 1055. Not leaving 1050. I told you. The table is clear. All right? There's a sign that says, do not put pinnacles here. We are serious. I'm not going to do it. What? Don't tell me you're for leaving pinnacles on the table. Oh, you're part
I'm
of
not for leaving
the
pinnacles
pinnacles.
on the table.
What? Are you part of the light levels are too damn high party or something?
No.
I would hope not.
Definitely not.
All right. I got my eye on you, Jessica.
Ugh.
Just know,
Jessica.
I'm for real. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say to you.
I do not play.
Oh Lord. Woo. That is exactly how it would have gone down in real life too. I admire the wordless exit. As a man of dignity right there. He knew. Nope. All right. I'm out. That's it.
He was out.
So like, no, there's no coming back from this. I'm out. Hmm. He, that's what happens when you fumble the bag. You just don't do it. But I think I think with all of our bags intact, I think today was an exciting, very riveting, thought-provoking episode of the Expert Plays.
It was.
Very, very enjoyable. Minds have been blown. Now I'm gonna have to watch that Traveler's Chosen trailer and get down on the freeze-framey, screenshotty glory of it all. You know, I feel like there's a thumbnail in there somewhere. I feel like Bowser Jr. may have to come back out again. Because,
Yeah, why not?
I mean, if I were Bowser, I would cover his eyes upon, you know, encountering that revelation.
It could warp his brain,
I literally
he
just
didn't.
conceived of the thumbnail.
you know?
I am going to... Yup,
It's like just
I am
now.
going to work on it as soon as we leave today. Oh my goodness. I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm loving it. This inspiration is like McDonald's. Yes, that also means it is as creative as Travis Scott. Yup. That's exactly what I mean. Every connotation you can think of.
Okay.
The ba 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 ba. I know you were thinking it. I know you were thinking that. But it's deeper than that. See, there's layers. Rolling,
Layers.
got me nosegays. Okay, that was less than 13 seconds, so I'm pretty sure we're not going to get claimed for that. In any
Probably
case,
not.
I'm sure that while decoding engrams on stream is probably very exciting for the same type of people that are susceptible to loot boxes, I think we can use this incredibly mundane moment to outro our outros. Would you like to lead us into that?
Yes. Check us out on the Instagrams, on the Facebooks, on the Twitters, on
And the YouTubes.
YouTubes. Yes. And especially on Inferno Penguins at Can.
That can?
At Can.
You heard the lady. All them social medias. With .com at the end. Like the last name of the owner of Mega. Okay. That kind of .com. We will be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. Just as disappointed. But with every reset, you know, comes new things, new challenges. And I think the most interesting question revolving around September, and we are already halfway through, is just how Bungie is going to be handling, you know, this delay of sorts. We got our first answer today in the form of lore blocking. Now, activity-wise, you know, Traveler's Chosen was last week. Activity-wise, we're going to get our first answer to that question. Depending on what we see on Wednesday. You know, we're going to talk about it then. See what this means for the next few weeks. I mean, it's even a period that is purported to be so potentially stagnant that even Datto is taking a month off. He thinks he'll be able to. That level of confidence has to come from somewhere. But we will see. I mean...
Yeah, no, I totally don't blame
Yeah, he's
him.
like, you know, I rarely take time off, and this seems like a good opportunity to. You know, we'll see what that means. No, I mean, he really does like play Destiny full time, and all related things of that nature. I mean, I've seen his inventory.
Mhm.
Like last time I saw it, he had like 36,000 bright dust. His triumph points are like 120,000. He has every title. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, like he
Wow.
his job is playing Destiny full time. So I get it. I get it. I totally get it. It's obscene. And he had
Mhm.
36,000 bright dust. It's ridiculous. I can barely hold 3,500. I can barely hold that much in my pocket at any given time. That's just hilarious to me. But since we are not data, ha! Shout outs to him and his ruthless dedication. We will see you then. You know? But until then,
Yeah.
good night, everybody. And
Good night.
just because there's a delay on Beyond Light does not mean that there's a delay on coronavirus. Please wash your hands.
Wash
Yep,
your hands.
gotta do it. Ah, there you are.
Hmm? Oh, hello.